I'm Jimmy. I'm your school counselor. Please make yourself at home. Can I ask, have you been to see a counsellor before, or is this your first time? Okay. Well, I'll just take down your name. And what grade were you in? Okay, thank you. So, do you want to tell me what's going on? You're being bullied on social media. Okay. Yeah, it's really common these days. I see a lot of students that have this problem. So you're not alone, but you're in good hands today. Okay? Are you comfortable where you are? Okay, great. Alright. So, do you want to talk to me about when this started? A few months ago. And it's made you feel anxious, scared. Yeah. No, it's not a nice feeling at all. Yeah. Have you had any physical abuse? You did yesterday. So, you got hit in the head. Okay. Have you seen the nurse about this? Or could you talk to your mum or dad? Okay. Well, I'll just have a quick look, because if it looks like it may need attention, I may refer you to the nurse. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. I think you should see the nurse once you're done here with me today. But I'm definitely going to treat this seriously. Yeah. I think it's important that your parents or your caregiver become aware of this situation, because I think we need to nip it in the bud now, so you can so you don't have to deal with this anymore. So before I go any further, I will let you know that our session is completely confidential. But if I see reasons like this where I may have to get someone else involved, please know that I will have to. I know. I understand that It's a scary thought, but I really appreciate you coming to see me today. Okay. So, you said you'd been feeling alone, insecure, and anxious. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard being a teenager, actually. It can for some people be the worst years they have. You're developing, you're growing, and there's so much changing, and it's pretty much everyone feels insecure and alone at some point through their teens, because you're trying to navigate through it all and find the person you want to be. But it's much harder when when your peers are making it hard for you, and kids can be really mean, and particularly in high school or middle school or any of the schools you go through. It's their insecurity which makes them lash out on other people to try and bring them down so they can feel okay about themselves. And quite often when people see signs of fragility or weakness, other people come in and take advantage of that and make you feel really small and worthless. But you have to know that you are worth so much more than they're making you feel right now. And it's hard to see this now, but things will change and it will get better, I promise you. But the most important thing is that you have taken the step to come and talk to me, and even just doing that today will be taking a huge load off your chest. And sometimes just to talk to someone, even though I've been doing most of the talking, can really make you feel a lot better. So, how are things going for you at home? Getting along with your parents? Yeah, I know. That's another hard part of growing up, is finding a balanced relationship with your parents where you both have respect for each other. But most of the time when you're a teenager and you feel like your parents may be not letting you do things, or being unfair, or you feel restricted by them or whatever, most of the time that's coming from a place of care, and they just want to make sure that you are in safe hands, and that you, if you're going out, you're going to be okay. So most of the time that's coming from a place of care and concern, but it's very hard to see that when you want to do things. You want to hang out with friends, you want to go to parties, you want to do all that fun stuff, and you just need to try and prove to your parents or your caregiver that you're responsible, and you can and show them your independence to an extent. So I guess that means sticking to their rules, because if you live under their roof and they are feeding you and looking after you, the best thing you can do is stick to the rules of the house and respect that. And you'll find that maybe once you do that, they may give you a little more freedom. But that being said, there are, in my opinion, times when it may be necessary for you to really sort of fight for something that you believe you're entitled to. And I feel like parents can make exceptions in certain circumstances, but generally I would just try and be as fair and responsible as you can, and abide by those rules, because your parents just want the best for you and they want you safe, and you will see this in a few years' time. But I know that's not easy to see right now. Yeah. So you're finding it hard to focus as well? Yeah. I know exams and tests can be really stressful, and quite often your mind is somewhere else where your interests lie. And that's not a bad thing. But the school is trying to get the best out of you in different areas, different subjects, sort of opening your mind to possibilities for a future career. So just imagine that even if you don't like some subjects, just sort of put your head down and make your way through it. It's not the most enjoyable experience. I remember when I was in high school, I just wanted to do really artsy things like music and drama, but it is important to give your best shot at other subjects, because you may find something in those subjects which you are naturally good at and can take into a career one day. So it is in your best interest to give it a good shot. And who knows, you may use it, you may not. But do your best, do the best you can. Some tests you will do badly in, and that's okay, you'll be fine. above all this, you're gonna be okay. There's no test or exam that will define you as a person, but it's your attitude towards your work, I feel, that will. And, well, not necessarily completely define you, but your attitude will make a difference. Is this helping you? Am I preaching too much? Yeah. Oh no, I'm on the other end of these years, so it's easy for me to say, so I understand that. Yeah. But if you make mistakes or you make the wrong choices, admit that you do, admit that you're wrong, and then just learn from it. But don't beat yourself up too much about it. We're not perfect people. We weren't designed to be perfect. So we naturally, we're always trying to listen to an inner voice that can direct us in the right way. But sometimes things cloud up our mind and we get a bit jaded with our decisions. But it's important just to realize it and then move on and try to learn from the situation. You're also having trouble with sleep? Yeah, I can see you. Do you mind if I just have a look at your eyes? I'm not a trained physician, but I can see that it looks like you may have a bit of eye strain. I can just see on the sides of your eyes are a bit, they can go a bit, it's like a purple hue that can happen on the whites of your eye. I've had it before, and it can be from eye strain. So do you find that you're up late on the computer or games or phone? Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's easy to do, right? My best advice if you're having trouble sleeping is try and read a book. I know that reading isn't really that, I can't say it's not common, but it's not as entertaining as it used to be before cell phones and computers. But read a book. I'm going to say try reading an adventure book or something like that, because that sort of gets your mind, sort of makes you a bit sleepy and sort of feels like you're travelling off into a fairy tale, like your mind is focused on the events of the book and away from your internal monologues and things going on there. So try and escape that way before you sleep, and I guarantee you'll get off to sleep quicker. But try and avoid the screens at night, or if you do need to use them, try not to lie in bed and without some light from somewhere, even if it's a desktop lamp or a side lamp or something. Or even if you can make your screen on your phone or computer to the warm screen, it's a lot better for your eyes. How are you feeling right now? Feeling a bit better. Well, that's good. Remember, you've always got someone to talk to. Always. You don't have to feel alone. Sure. Well, if you need to see me again, you know where to find me. So, just gonna have another look at that. Cut on your head. Yeah. Will you feel okay about me referring you to the nurse? Okay. I'll give her a call and let her know that you are going to see her, okay? Alright. Well, thank you so much for coming to see me today. And as I said, please come and see me whenever you need to.